A good evening, this is Nerfed to Human, and welcome back to our Rebels campaign here on Medieval 2 Total War. And you join us in Denmark once more, where, well, we were hoping we'd be able to take them out, but it is looking less and less likely right now. Ragnarvold Hildetont has turned up to go and take back their old city of Hamburg. Gyngwe is unlikely to be able to hold on with what it's got. It would hold out against a smaller force, but this is going to be too much, you somehow think. I don't think we're going to manage to pull off any silliness in that affair. Nonetheless, we are going to take Arus. Simple enough affair, I would think. We're going to take up Prince Charles in the process, and we should hopefully be continuing to block the straits from King Canute here, although Admiral Inge is already there to cause us trouble. Elsewhere, we do, of course, have this fleet over here with good old Zygmunt on, who's going to try and deal with the fact that I remembered that Helsinki exists. Oh dear, that's a problem, but hopefully it's okay. There isn't very much there, so maybe even with just 3 units, and one of them completely damaged, maybe, just maybe, he can pull that off. But I think we'll be okay, because we've got several chances here to make this work. Number 1, we have more armies. Marcus has been doing some excellent work taking Magdeburg, and actually Nuremberg fell as well to a random spawn. So even if they have reinforcements, the Holy Roman Empire, that is, yes, they are going to walk into some trouble, at the very least some buffers. Marcusburg is going to be pretty darn safe, and Stettin is about to fall right about now. So that's pretty good. In fact, we have a few of these battles to get on with at the start. We have Ryazan over here, which is ready to go. We should be able to take them out. You'd like to think anyway. And there's also Breslau over here, which is under siege and ready to go down, although there are Polish nobles in there. We do have our own, so we should be able to neutralise that little affair. So we'll take those out nice and quickly here at the start, and then we're probably in the territory of ending our turn and hoping that we can somehow hold on for long enough, but I suspect they're going to come straight on in. First up then is Breslau, which would fall easily enough. Those Lithuanian archers are very, very nice indeed. We will continue to sack, and to be honest, I think what we probably want to do is just see if we can... okay, I was going to say see if we can go and attack Prague, but no. This guy looks a bit strong. Now, I reckon we might be able to hold out, actually, with these units, should they come in, because we could just put spikes at the gateway and watch the general die. That would be quite funny, actually. So, I think we'll do that, but Breslau maybe, we just need to keep an eye on that army. Yes, with Captain Ugo as well. These guys could cause us some irritation. There's a lot more settlements, particularly in Italy, where we just can't get to them right now. Albeit this random army here in the Alps is going to go and attack Innsbruck next turn, so that will be a-okay. And elsewhere, yes, we need to move on to Ryazan, which basically is just a big pile of archers, which hopefully should make this simple enough. The game doesn't really fancy our chances, but we've got the archer advantage. It'll be fine. And in we step then, and sacking another one of these lovely, lovely castles. Now, I should probably point out that we will, I guess, skip forward a little bit through some of these smaller battles, because I think we've seen plenty of them by this stage, and we might as well keep the main narrative going. On which note, yeah, I quite fancy taking out this guy, because, yeah, I was just blocking the river, but we might as well give him a poke, actually, because Moscow only has 1 unit in it. Maybe they've been sent to Ryazan to go and relieve it, but we've already taken that, so sod it. Might as well have a go at Schuber over here, Vyshgorod, and I don't know that he's particularly good. He's got marks of war, fine, so take a little bit of killing, but -1 morale. Who knows? Maybe we can take him down. Now, I'm pretty sure we were on a river, but I don't seem to see one at all. There is no river. We were on a river, right? Definitely. Anyway, it doesn't seem to exist, so it seems to be the sunset of this man's day, or is that sunrise? Who knows? I hope it's the sunset, to be honest, based on that metaphor. But nonetheless, we've got our spear militia at the front, we've got some woodsmen in the flank, we've got some crossbows shooting on in soon enough, so hopefully we'll be able to chunk this guy down. And I'm going to say, to be honest, do we want to... No, they're going to do their charge a bit last second, but that'll be fine. So he'll plough into us, and I will just get the woodsman into that position. And you are the general, so you head into Mr. General yourself, because if we can get on top of him over here, oh, that'll be absolutely lovely. So yes, we've got this guy in a very, very nice position. You guys just keep shooting for as long as you can. You're on guard mode, and he's down already. Marks of war, but we got him with chunky lads. and he's dead. Doesn't really matter what happens in the rest of this battle. I'd like to keep as many of my men alive as possible, of course, but we will just have to see how many survive. There we go. There it is. Okay, chop him down. Let's chop him down. You guys stop. I don't want you to shoot anyone. We'll just see if we can hack anyone down as they leave. But to be honest, no. There we are. We've lost a fair few of our spears. Hopefully we get a few of them back, but he's dead, which is pretty darn nice. And with that then, we win this river battle, which was not a river battle. I guess because we were attacking into their position. That does make sense now. But anyway, I was still kind of expecting it. Don't normally attack when I'm standing on the river, I suppose. So that's probably what confused me. Well, we'll just march towards Moscow. This is a random force. It can't do anything until they meet up with the Ryazan lot. So on that note, we might as well, I guess, plod in this direction. So yeah, Moscow does have a couple units, a couple armies closing in on it this time, and we've obviously failed originally. So I'm guessing there isn't too much of a strong force. Not sure where the original army went. They might just be in the forest. They might be anywhere, quite frankly. There's a huge amount of land for the Russians to deal with. So that might work to our advantage. It might just means they jump out of nowhere. We shall see. And the third of our sieges here, Stettin. This one's a bit more chunky. Pure castle with a few units. Should still, though, you like to think, be simple enough for Marcus. After a simple enough affair, then, we shot them all down on the plaza. A couple men lost to some towers while we dealt with the infantry and the walls, but yes, outmanoeuvring as ever. That was simple enough, lad. And thus Stettin would fall, and I don't actually have a name for this one, do I? Good old Marcus only has one name, so okay. Stettin is for now. I will take suggestions, perhaps. On the note of suggested names, someone suggested a name over here, which of course Morvassar has had, is it 6 sieges now? I think it's survived 6 sieges. So it's going to be renamed to some extent to Castlevania, because I feel like that's just fair enough. Castlevania, oh dear, I may have slightly mucked that up. Castlevania, was it just run out of spaces? Okay, it's going to have, there we are, that just about works. Castlevania Masson, since it is the new Castlevania, it is a castle, literally, and it's still in France, so that's absolutely fine. By France, I mean it's in rebel anarchy territory. King Enrique of Portugal, though, is here now, so expect the 7th siege of Castlevania Morvassar to come very, very soon. I think it's 7 anyway, but yeah, you know what? Whatever the next siege is, we're going to count that as number 7. I think that's correct. As efficient as that was, we are now going to probably lose this. There's a pretty chunky Moorish force, and sadly, it's not the Moorish peacekeeping force of 100 ballistas. No, they've actually brought units for this. Don't know why the bar is so generous to me. I think we're doomed. Whilst it is very, very useful indeed to have some men on the plaza, I don't think we can afford it here today. We only need everyone on this wall. So, by everyone on this wall, what I mean is sending these cavalry out to do stupid things as ever. That will be magnificent. Are we on fire, by the way? We're not. Okay. So, we're just going to interrupt these guys. Very nice. You just pull out of it. That's disrupted them for a moment. The ram is obviously the biggest problem, actually. Guys, maybe just come and hit the ram, people. There we go. That's already on fire. That's very nice. You guys, go on to fire on this ram, please. And I think we've just interrupted that. He is now running, not surprising. He did good work, but he's going to get shut out once again because he's an absolute fool. So yes, flaming arrows onto that ram, please. That would be absolutely magnificent. In the meantime, they're getting set on fire because they're standing on top of it. So this is burning. Very nice indeed. We'll grab ourselves a lovely screenshot. And with the ladders being dumped, I think it's all on the ram now. And that's not great because the ram is indeed coming in fairly swiftly. Sadly, the ram looks like it's going to make it, which is terrible, terrible news. Now, currently, there's still a chance to set it on fire because it's kind of stuck with the horses right now. We are shooting them down, but they'll figure it out eventually. So indeed, here they come. They're going to ram through the horse's arse once again, plough the horse into the gateway. And yes, grave tidings indeed, one for that horse, and secondly for our hopes. Because while the ram can burn down the gateway, It doesn't look like it right now, no. And they are busy just ramming it, even though the horse... There we are, the horse has found its way out. But, yeah, sadly, this is not going to be good news. In comes the general, having ran into the gate a little while back, of course. And with that, then, the gates are wide open for them to run on in. However, I'm going to stand here and do as much damage as I can. Those cavalry are going to run back to the plaza, of course. But, yeah, this isn't good, really, is it? Not really, no. So I suspect the infantry are going to run up to these towers, but the cavalry probably will just head back to the plaza. And sadly, unlike last time, where we could, yeah, over on this side of the walls, deal with the Milanese, yeah, we're not going to be able to get back there very effectively with these guys, and I'm not sure I really want to try. What I might do is get these guys running that way, but I'm not sure it makes sense for anyone else to bother. So you guys get away while you can. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you to do. Run away, lads, run away. We'll keep some towers on as we go, but currently they're not listening to my instructions, so that's not particularly helpful, no. Get yourselves over there, lads. Now, the odd tower is still on here, and we are getting some damage done, but yes, this is just breaking. We're not able to hold out this time. There's too many opponents, and we're just not managing to do it. I'm going to try and get these guys up here if at all possible. There's some guys fighting on those walls. We can just keep towers on for a little bit. They'll do some good work. Their spear militia are trying to race up the towers. They'll be a little slow to arrive on that front. So I'm just going to say, yeah, get yourselves here, and then you can shoot again. But we are actually getting shot by them as we go here. There's some javelins coming from the desert cav. It's a little bit sad, actually. But we are going to do as much damage as we can at the plaza. And by that I mean virtually zero, because while these towers are shooting, they won't shoot for more than half a second while these guys arrive and rout us. Excellent work, everyone. Sadly, this is not Castlevania. And we might take it back. But if nothing else, it's distracted people for a few turns. So we'll see. They're currently, yeah, just killing the guy in the plaza. I doubt they'll hang around. I think they might go and try and run down some of our other guys. But unfortunately, we're pretty doomed. This is really not what these lads deserved. But they are getting distracted by the guys running back to the plaza. So they are turning it on and off. It's just buying us time to do a little bit more damage, but it's not really going to make much of a difference in the end, I don't think. Sadly, this is all we can really do, but our range is pretty good. So this unit, if nothing else, will probably die, but yes, sadly, I think this might just be a battleground for like the Milanese, the Spanish, the Moors. The Spanish are outside right now. There's only so much more we can do. Shoot into the spear militia, shoot their backs from above. We're down to 50. That's a lot of javelin damage actually on us. Bit of a shame that they've done that much damage. But for now, we are the only ones fighting. So, oh, they're about to climb up. It's over, lads. It's over. But yes, you fought hard, lads. You did well last time. But Captain Yusuf, oh, you failed this time, sir. But you took out a few. It's not as much as it possibly could have been, but they just overwhelmed us. So with that then, Haddad has been lost. No Castlevania is it. And on to the next one. Oh yes, we put Alexandria under siege with a random force. This wasn't maybe the best plan in the world. But if they're going to sally, then shenanigans could be ahoy. So, okay, Captain Naguib. Let's see how clever you are. In they come straight for us then, and we might as well try to get on into their city. So we're going to send one ladder straight forwards, and by forwards I mean sneakily around the side. Hopefully we can distract the general by shooting him with our here Mamluk archers. As for our other peasants, we do want them to be doing lots of distracting of the general, because yes, if we're going to sneak in, we are going... If these guys ever move, please move, Mamluks. Okay, just about moving in time. Yes, if we can get the peasants on top of these guys, hopefully they can be distracted for long enough for us to, yes, do some sneaky ploys. If we kill the general, all the better. But to be honest, it's probably simply a case of keeping him distracted as we get moving. And actually, this is going quite well, because those archers are... Is the gate wide open? The gate is wide open. Well, I guess we might as well go straight to the plaza then. Yeah, they're actually on skirmish mode, so they're actually opening the gate, leaving it wide open. Okay, get the peasants into the rear of the general. He's not going to intercept us now. And the archers may have just realised that they're a complete pile of plunkers. Okay, excellent. So this guy is in position now. Those guys are on the wall. They don't really even need to be doing that now. If anything, I think they're actually not helping at all. So maybe these guys can come and block up the gate. We can't obviously lock them out. Yeah, 3 minutes. Okay, we can't lock them out on Medieval 2. We can get in the way, and because units tend to fight for pretty long in this game, we should have a good chance of blocking them. Now, they're not trying to get to the plaza, are they? No, they're just trying to shoot at us. So, okay, we're kind of both sides of the wall now, but they are still skirmishing away, and our peasants are running off. So this now it just depends what the general does. They're all just running away from their own city. Well, that's excellent. And with the timer ticking down, it doesn't look like they are going to make it. No, the peasants luckily did come back into battle at least once already. So we can just hang around on the plaza. And that time is about to get to 0. They have turned around right at the death, but it's going to be too late, lads. Too late for you, you bums. We're going to lock you out of your city and declare victory. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is a lovely, lovely sneaky ploy, and I am going to accept all of the cheese today. Absolutely loving it. I'm not sure I'm going to love this one quite as much, though. Ragnarvold Hildetance coming in to take us down. Well, we will inevitably charge straight on into the ram, and that will hopefully disrupt this thing for more than just a moment. Oh, for Pete's sake, they broke instantaneously. Press Shiltram, which I hoped might actually help, but yes, I guess if they were already surrounded around the ram, then they couldn't really form it and they just gave up. Fair enough, I suppose. At the very least, they're not going through the gateway because they do seem to be charging everyone up the ladder. There's a siege tower over on the other side as well, of course, but okay. We'll do our best, he says, as the peasants are immediately fleeing, so that's excellent as well. We are pretty doomed here, actually, aren't we? Okay, well, the very least... Oh, the peasants are back. Yes, I was going to say at the very least we can do some damage, but the peasants are back, so we can do a bit more damage, which might help as we do need to take this back eventually, but we're doomed. Well, it's not looking good right now. It's not even looking good at all, actually. The general's now dead too, and with this flank gone, yeah, we're pretty much just down to the plaza. Well, luckily we have managed to get the spearmen back to keep this castle on, but yes, everyone's been eviscerated, as you can probably imagine. So while we just wait for them to get themselves killed, I'm kind of amazed they haven't fled, actually. They're not on the plaza. They're standing right at the back to try and keep the towers on, which they're doing quite well. So while they gave up outside the walls, they're doing a pretty good job this time around. Nonetheless, yes, we're going to die. We've done our best here. We will fail, but okay. Hafidi, good effort, but we'll try again. Well, with the Danish plan under a little bit of a delay, then we'll move in towards Innsbruck instead. And over here, we have ourselves... actually, there's some armoured sergeants here. Okay, we can match these guys up fairly well. We'll definitely win if they want to sally. But yeah, we're not going to be cracking down that castle too easily. It's going to be a bit of a bloodbath, I imagine. Possible, but could be awkward. We will have a think about that one. If they sally forth, great, we'll smash them in the field. But if not, that might need a bit of wangling. Spear Militia, though, are a good matchup, so we definitely could still outmaneuver them. So let's have a think about that one. 6 ladders, yeah. Get 6 ladders ready. We could do that. It might be a bit bloody, but the rest of it going well, maybe we'll do that. If not, if we don't fancy it, we'll just head up to the river and squat there. At least block the reinforcements from Italy getting up north. Because, yeah, we can really bottle them up, particularly with new spawns. Okay, these guys have some halberds. To the river with you, sir. To the river with you. And with that, yeah, I think we'll send a few archers down to help you out from Marcusburg. Sadly, they're not going to make it. But I don't want to send anyone else until we've dealt with Youngwe. Whilst Canoodle's hanging around, yeah, we'll go ahead into Aarhus in a minute. For the meantime, though, yeah, we need to get this fleet over here. So Admiral John's already been punched in the face once, so we'll... I was hoping he'd be sunk. He's not sunk. So where is he? Anyway, well, we kind of need him dealt with so that we don't have any more reinforcements, but hey-ho. Anyway, we'll go and get Zygmunt of Lublin over there to Helsinki. He can clear that out. So, okay, fine. We'll head into Aarhus quickly soon enough. As for elsewhere, what do we want to do? Hungary are wandering around. They're starting to get a bit dodgy. I'm not liking them. Okay, as for Moscow. I'm going to go and send these guys into here. Get 3 ladders. Now the thing is, it's just a general. Just a general. Okay, if they study 4th, we could... Well, we'll just run in the city and steal it off him. We've done that before. You know what? That's fine. We're going to send these guys in this direction instead. You guys go and help out because, to be honest, by the time we go Helsinki, might as well be mopping up these Russian capital cities. So, as if they've got more than one. But yeah, we might as well just try and mop them up. This force will probably, if it can take Moscow, we'll have to turn back around because we do still have, yeah, the slight problem of Bulgar to go and clear up. And there must be some units around there coming to deal with us eventually. Okay, as for Trebizond, into here. We'll grab a ladder, I guess. Yeah, we'll grab 1 ram and a pile of ladders. But it's just the general, so the ladders will totally do. That is also... Okay, this is coming together very nice indeed. I think over here we're just going to stay put. Alexandria. Alexandria. Now, I actually quite like the idea of heading up to Nicosia with these guys. Have a little think about that. Yeah, I quite like that idea because we're going to need to grab it at some point. If we're going to be punching the face of the Byzantines right now, which we absolutely are, well, let's go and do this then. So yeah, pick up these guys. We'll maybe just leave 45 peasants behind. The rest, we'll see if we can take out the Byzantine castle. Might just be a long siege, but if nothing else, we need to get it started because they have 2 more towns here. Is that it? After Thessalonica, yeah, those 2. They don't have roads. No, that is Venetian. So yeah, Cyprus. Good. We will have them dealt with before too long. And over here I've already moved this guy. He's joined together with those random forces, and Alberto now is, well, he has some reinforcements coming, but I think he won't have enough for us, so we might have a chance to head back towards Haddad in time. We will see about that. We have a few battles to get on with, so into Thessalonica first. Captain Dartus, a great hero of our Papal States campaign, of course. He's going to head on in to smash this guy in the face. Hopefully sheer numbers and a fair amount of missile support will get this over the line. I'm not really sure how they've managed it, but they've managed to cover an astonishingly large amount of towers with just a few units here. So, yes, in spite of my usual spread out plan, we are largely just going to be relying on the ram on this occasion because I got that 1 tower on, but that is it. So that's absolutely fine by me. We will let them get a little bit further, a few more shots in. But you know what? We'll just go and bring these guys forward and start shooting the lads on the wall. Kind of works for me, to be honest. So bring them forward. Don't know, that tower's busy shooting them. I hope it isn't going to shoot us, but as long as we can shoot them from over here, we'll be fine. We'll just try and do some damage. So for the time being, these guys will eat some of the missiles. Down goes the gateway, and with that, hopefully, you can at the very least get some men in behind them, and they might start to panic if we're lucky. Interestingly, the general's right here to meet us at the gateway. Wasn't really expecting that, so we might need to be getting our cavalry in post-haste, actually, and maybe crossbows. You can run over here to come and help you come and distract them. That will be fine. These guys, can you just get yourself on guard mode? You're not doing very well at staying alive. You are, though, I think, getting the general into a stupid position. Oh, he's just walking back now. Okay. Get these guys into this position. They can probably do a little bit of good missile work over there. Those Town Militia are running across to that position to help out. Okay. Fine and dandy. We've lost one of our units. That's not surprising. And... yep, start running over. Start running. For Pete's sake, lads. What is wrong with this wall? Why can't we attack this wall? Let us get on the... okay, I'm going to have to pause and sort this out. So at this point, we've got the gateway. The walls are kind of being given up on because, yeah, they came out to meet us, which is fine. Not really the standard battle, this, but you know what? It's kind of okay. So I've got... yeah, Pavis starting to get up onto the wall here. Don't shoot until you're all up there, but they are going to make this very, very fun very soon indeed. go and grab some of our lancers as well. Mr. Cavalry, I don't believe they actually ever came to help in the end, but these guys are now starting to arrive, which is good fun. So, are they going to start realising they're in trouble? They might do, you know. I probably need to keep them away from the gate tower actually activating. Oh, indeed. They're going to come up and actually attack the Pavese. I don't know why I'm surprised at that, Thomas. But hey-ho, it's not surprising. So you guys do a bit of shooting, but I'm going to say you guys can both run over and meet them right now. That could be good. So I'm going to start saying, yeah, you guys start getting inside and ploughing into them if you can. We just need power right now. We're losing good units. Everyone just start getting in and causing the problem. Well, Mister, we don't know if the game thinks that this unit is down here or up there. Clearly now it thinks they're up there. But these guys are trying to shoot as much as they can. You can see that. So they're doing a good job. And I think once we kill this general, it'll be a-okay. So they're wavering. You guys shoot the general. You are... Can you just run over here? Please, lads. The balls are so much worse in Medieval 2 than in Rome. It's actually ridiculous. I know they tried to change the whole thing in terms of activating towers, but they cocked it up, if I'm honest. So get yourselves over here and just do something. I don't really care what. Like, you guys equally get off the walls and be helpful. Like, either push through them to come and get into the fight, or get down here and stab these guys. It doesn't matter which one you do, just cock and do one of them. So now we're losing our good cavalry, which we don't need to be doing. But if anything, we'll finally break this general in a moment because he's down to the last couple men. So start shitting those spearmen. You start attacking those guys. There we are, Mr. Croat lad. Axed him in the back. Good work, everyone. So now we've done that. The battle's pretty much done. But it was a big part of a mess because someone was stupid. After a messy start, it's going to be a fairly clean ending with, yes, the crossbows just shooting them all down. Overall, not terrible. So with that, Thessaloniki falls to us, sack the settlement, a strangely slow message down the side, and we will go to very high tax rate because why ever not? We shall. We got quite a lot of our axes back. That's nice. Okay. So on that note then, who do you want to leave behind? Could just leave behind 11 lances, but that seems a bit unnecessary. I guess we will. We will leave them behind, but we've got Georgi over here who can send some lads in this direction. So he's going to come on the path and join these lads. You're probably taking that road to Byzantium or Tomzantium or Constantinople, as I guess it is on this particular occasion. Now, as for other battles, we have a siege defence over there. Innsbruck we will see about, but yes, we should get on with the important work of Arus. So in we go. This one, some Norse archers. Hopefully we're able to mop them up. Simple enough. Well, Norse archers can be quite annoying, so we need to be mildly careful. We are pulling back, but they are going to immediately run over there. So that works for us, doesn't it? Okay, good news. You guys go and grab ladders again. That is fine by me. That's probably because they're the ones heading for the walls. It looks like them. We'll do some classic manoeuvring and get our crossbows out to various flanking positions, like this wall over here. That'd be magnificent, and we can cause them a few problems. They're now going back over here, which is hilarious, presumably for those lads. I think the towers are fine so long as they aren't actually shooting for themselves. That's a bit cheeky for that tower to go on quite so soon. We're going to lose way more than we need to that particular situation. You know what? Should we be getting someone in quicker? I guess we can send you in as well. I don't really want to lose the Norse guys though, so we'll just tell them to drop it for the moment and they'll immediately run back off in that direction. That's hilarious. You guys drop it again, pick it back up, la 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 la. It's a great little dance. The most important thing is that we are at the walls, and now we can hopefully get some Viking raiders into these Norse lads who really should just be standing around shooting us. Mostly they're not doing that at all. It's taken them a long time, but they're finally actually going to shoot some missiles, and I do wonder who they're shooting at. It is sadly my Norse swordsmen, but they do have big shields. Hopefully they can actually bother using them, because I quite like my Norse lads to be alive. So get yourselves over here and smash them up. You're supposed to be attacking that wall, lads, so please go and change your angle pretty quickly. Thank you very. That was good English there, especially verily, but it became verity, so apparently verity is about to die. And the general is running to the gate. I don't know if he's just blocking it because we've taken control, or if he's just going to activate it, which is always very rude, I find, when they actually aren't on the wall. I think that's very rude, and I don't like it. Get yourselves over here, because we should technically be able to do this. So, can we just get everyone now just shooting into this guy one way or another? I don't really care how you do it or how you get there. Just do so. This guy is on the wall where he's supposed to be, so hopefully that'll be a-okay. You're also going to run straight into these guys from up there. That's hilarious. We'll hopefully just be able to chop our way through. Some of them arriving through the front gates. You could have climbed your ladder, but whatever. You do you, lads. You do you. Crossbows have got off the wall, which is maybe not the best plan, but you know what? It's kind of fine. You guys, if you're mostly up now, we can potentially find a better way of doing this. Unfortunately, Viking Raiders are going to get chunked. We're going to send the mercenary spearmen in to help. Really, this should be their job. So let's get the mercenary spearmen to plough their way through as much as possible, because really I need them to be doing this. Same goes for you. Just push everyone in at the front gate here. North swordsmen coming right on into the general. That is fine. If you guys would... Do you guys know how to formation at all? Get yourself... You know what? Get yourself over here. We'll see if we can start shooting at him. That'll be fine. You guys shoot the Norse archers, who are in a bit of a stupid position. So you guys, everyone, push in. Someone axe the general, please. That'll be nice. He should be in a pretty vulnerable position. Yes, indeed, he's right there. That's the prince, actually. So down he should go. But it seems like we haven't quite managed to push through him yet. North swordsman. Get yourself into his flank, please. You've already done that once. But we get the rest of you could turn up and be helpful. You guys should be shooting him. That will be grand. We'll just chop them down the plaza we have to. But unfortunately, North Saxon are actually pretty good at hand-to-hand this stage, lads. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just stuck in a big melee that we don't want. But the general's going to go down. So there we are. Job done. He's broken. He's falling apart. And... we're not going to beat those guys to the plaza, sadly. But we can at least shoot down the Norse guys if they don't get too involved. Let's get everyone charging. All units should be taking this guy on. Do whatever you can now. And with them largely actually off the plaza, we might actually get a chance just to end this pretty quickly at this stage, which, considering the mess of this battle, that'd be quite nice. Let's try and shove everyone onto the plaza. There we go. That might just trigger them to panic a little bit more. Now we can push them off the plaza and hopefully just end this a minute or two early. You guys, please stop shooting. You can run here and we'll end the battle. A little bit messy once again. Got stuck at the gateway, but Prince Charles is gone and the Danes are back on the ropes. And with that, down to minus 14,000. We might just have a hope at some economy here, by the way, lads. So, okay. Longboat, potentially, if we ever want it. I guess we'll be renaming this to Sigvat. So, good old Sigvat. Lovely. Alright, so that leaves us in a decent position now. We can just merge those, see what we're left with. This army then... Maybe this force just needs to come give a general to this army, and we need to go in and smash Youngwe one way or another. I hope we can tease them out somehow. Maybe the bridge. The bridge might not be a bad idea, actually. So, what do we have? A couple of spears for the bridge. Not brilliant, not terrible either. We do have a halberd and another spear over here. So I'm going to say, yeah, get those two into there. If they have to go and die by themselves, if they get attacked, fine, they get attacked. If we get them out of the castle, that's actually what we want pretty much under any circumstance. So, that's grand. Does that mean then, Marcus, maybe this isn't your job? Maybe your job is Prague or Frankfurt. Oh, it's tricky because whenever we deal with Youngwe, we've probably got that army to go deal with Frankfurt and, yeah, whatever else that the Holy Roman Empire have. So, you, sir... I think you want to come and deal with this because we're going to have more in this area anyway. We probably want you for Riga. So, I'm going to say, these guys probably going to drop them off here next turn, but we might well get a ship over here to grab the Stettin forces and move them over in this direction. Do I want to move already? Possibly I do, you know. Possibly I do. Well, perhaps unsurprisingly, on the end term, we are going to have to defend the bridge here. I am... confident is the wrong word. I have a level of confidence that we'll be okay. Depends if they want to shoot at us or not, to be honest. If they don't, I think we might just have a sneaky win here. But they're going to come on in on an absolute disgusting day. Our guys are still slightly adjusting themselves, which isn't particularly ideal, but it looks like some of them are ready in their formation to go, and a couple of them just standing around idly like a bunch of fools. So they might well turn out to be fools, but they are sending peasant archers over the bridge at us, so we'll see who's the stupid one very, very soon. I'm going to tell these guys to push, because I just want a bit of pushing power to help us. I have tried to, overlap the central guys, but also we're trying to do here, really, as I just backspace to try and get the pikes back down a little bit. Yeah, I just want to try and make sure we're just keeping them contained on the flanks a little bit. They are slightly sneaking around. I'm going to tell the general to charge on in. Just gives a bit more pushing power here. Might just need it. It's an absolute cocking mess all around. He's not really going to actually get any kills with this charge, obviously. He's not really charging at all. But he's just there to push them, I would say. So just get the pushing power in place. General's coming in for them as well. Yeah, you see, they sort of did a half a charge, but didn't really count. I'm going to say, get yourself over here. And we'll just see if we can cause them some issues. Over here, you engage with them. Thank you very much. So that might just cause them some issues. But unfortunately, we're not getting the break on them just yet. So yeah, get on top of those peasant archers. And there's a bit of wingle-wangling. They are now broken, actually, over on this flank. So yeah, we've got one flank starting to melt. We are holding. Don't know what our cavalry are doing. They're sort of trying to hit all different angles. Kind of works for me. Horses are having a bit of a wingle-wangle themselves. You can see... oh, yeah, that's another break in there. Okay, there are some spears over on that side. Just keep on pushing. I think we've just got to hold our nerve and hope that they fall apart here, because this is looking good for us. We've just got to keep it steady. Yeah, steady. Hold steady, sir. That's them. Excellent news. And with any luck, that will be the mash route. Oh, yes. If nothing else, I was just hoping we could do some really good damage here. But this is going to be them falling apart. Okay. Infantry. Off of that. Just chase them down. Mr. General, you run across the bridge. That's officially victory. I was wondering what the lack of final message was there, but yes, it was just the fact that they hadn't officially stopped fighting to the death. So that's absolutely a-okay. Just get after whoever you can, lads. Get after whoever you can. But the general's going to mop up as many as possible. There are no prisoners with the rebels. You're all executed. That's what happens when you don't follow the anarchy, when you follow the darn evil empire. Well, a few men do get away, sadly, because our horses did get a bit delayed crossing the bridge. Nonetheless, a very, very nice victory indeed. 500 prisoners caught. Yes, very much caught by our swords. The Reich is victorious, he screams. And, okay, fine, these guys have been sunk. And, okay, a sally at Moscow. Are we going to legitimately kill him, or are we going to shenanigan it? Either way, I fancy our chances. Out comes King Theodore, who's going to hopefully die very, very soon, or just be locked out of the city, which would be quite funny as well. So, down he goes. We're obviously just going to send all the archers off to walls. We're going to hopefully distract him with this here, lad. So, yes, you guys, run into the gap, please. And the gap. Yeah, where these guys aren't. That's excellent. So yeah, we've got 3 different sets of ladders off. He can't catch them all at once, surely. They're shaken. Don't be too worried, lads. Don't be too worried. We'll keep him distracted by all the arrows we're shooting into his face. So you guys maybe get yourselves onto skirmish. It'll probably cause you more problems than anything else, but we'll see what we can do. Once we've got them on the walls, they can A, shoot at him, which will be quite nice, and B, one of them can go stand on the plaza, which is also quite ideal. Goodly news! We have men on the plaza, and this general is in quite a not ridiculously wild position, but he's fairly far away. He's lost like 1 man so far. That is fine. The random guys who have run away have actually regrouped, so they're going to get some shots in. which is fine. Just keep going deeper and deeper into the abyss, lads. Just take them way out of the map. I mean, yeah, if they want to follow you, follow them all the way to the red line of doom, please. They do, though, appear to be running towards the city at this point, so I'm just hoping that this ladder and my men have distracted them enough. Our army's tiring. It's fine. 50 seconds, lads. That's all it takes, and we can knock this guy out. The people basically will just have revolted. He's left the city and they've gone, yes, we're rebels now. We're going to keep him out. That's fine. The people basically have spoken at this point. We actually ran the guys with the ladders back through him to distract him. At this point, there's just 20 odd seconds left. So try not to die, Mr. Peasants. Try to run. Okay, I said try not to die, but apparently they're going to die. But nonetheless, victory will be ours in about 7 seconds' time. So absolutely lovely. He's going to try and run into the city. But it's too late. Oh, the Grand Duke Theovolod is dead. Well, unfortunately, we are going to have to take on the force from the city with these 2 units. They're going to be massacred. However, it is good because it does mean we pulled them out of the city. I think this guy might have been pulled out of their arse, though, so that's rather, well, potentially irritating. Potentially very good indeed if he wants to join the anarchy. So, yes, these guys are about to be eviscerated. We might just have a chance to pounce on the castle. With this lad standing outside the city, then, we have ourselves an opportunity to block it off, but the army can only make it as far as, the border, not up to the bridge. So, I'm going to send them on the boat, and I'm going to get the boat to get them as far as possible. Where is that? Not quite the Cocking Bridge. The interesting thing is, though, I can get them here or here. Now, this is an interesting spot, because here I could be multi-usage with them. Okay, I can get them there. We, of course, though, also... let's get you to block that up again. You have the generals. The generals, yeah, they can reach. Okay, so if we get the generals over here, brave, yeah, marks of war, fine. Okay, if we go and grab you, you join them, but you come and join them on the bridge, right? At this point, if they want to attack us on the bridge, that should bring the reinforcement army that's besieging the city. That's 2 with 1. Okay, 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm very happy with that situation there. And you, can you just get in the way of Inga? Don't remember what you... I'm sure we've already beaten you up before. Sod off, man. Okay, not quite dead yet, but near enough. As for the rest of this then, Helsinki, okay, get our men onto shore, besiege that sodding castle, and now we are 1 turn away from finishing off the Danes. Admiral John, will you die in a hole? Thank you very much. So he's now been sunk, which is excellent news. Very nice. So, Zygmunt, we need to crack in against these Viking Raiders and these scouts. We can totally do that. I think we'll be fine. Elsewhere, by the way, Lublin is under siege from the Hungarians. We've also got this one under siege from the Hungarians. The moment that we send a couple lads out, we actually could have defended that, but it's too late now. So on we march, I suppose. Over to Byzantium we go, and it looks like, yeah, they've given up on Johannes. Okay, we need to make sure that back door isn't left open though. So that's something to bear in mind, but I don't know that there's a lot we can do about that right now. Oh, Alexandria is under siege. I want these men, damn it. Do you have anything? No, you don't. Might have to sally forth and see if we can deal with them. We do, though, have a few other things going on. So I'll have a little peruse around the map, flick around and see if there's anything else interesting this turn. It's a pretty quiet turn, as it turns out, but this one is a simple enough victory because it's only a general. So in spite of the game saying that wasn't very likely, it was always very likely because, yes, a single general will never manage to do that job. So, very nice indeed. I'm actually, in a way, not quite sure where we're going with this force now because we need them, potentially, to come and help us out in... I don't think we're ready for the Turks just right this moment, but it's probably not a bad idea once we are done with the Byzantines to turn it into this area. It would kind of give us a nice clean bit of the map to deal with, especially with Russia looking decent right now. So the best bet is probably to say Trebizond forces, well, I wouldn't mind jumping on the likes of Kaffa, which is undefended. I kind of rather take these lads and I would say come and support the rest of the war efforts. For the time being, just plonk them here and we'll see how our options are looking. Because, yeah, you might actually be able to help and come to Nicaea. We might be running out of troops, to be honest. Because, yeah, we've got some chunky but a little bit flimsy looking lads over there. Over in Tunisia, these guys just joined together. Now we're ready to go head into Alberto. If he wants to come and die, that would be absolutely marvellous. And Innsbruck. No Sally. I kind of fancy giving that one a go, but you know what? I kind of want to kill Denmark first, so we'll give it one more turn. And the only other thing I've really done is just move Marcus along. Let's not worry about him. These guys can stand around if these want to throw their entire army against a bunch of spikes at the gateway. They are more than welcome to go and die like that. Lublin, though, almost certainly will not have everyone die at the gateway with spikes. So we will see about that. I think we're pretty much ready to end our turn, although maybe, just maybe, I'll have a little look-see at what their Brit are. No, I don't think we're going to be doing that one, actually, no. First up then, Lublin, where I suspect we're about to die. Unfortunately, while we do have a lovely pile of stakes waiting for them at the gateway, they are just going to, yes, sadly, just attack us with infantry, climbed walls. Very sensible of them, I agree, but we'll do what we can with a few towers, but it's not going to be very much, sadly. Down they go. We might as well be in guard mode, but we're just about on the plaza, so we'll hold them for a few seconds. But yeah, sadly, we've lost this, and we've not managed to have a cheap kill on the king for now. Maybe another day, lads. Maybe another day. However, the end turn ends quickly, and with that, we should have ourselves a very exciting position, which is we're ready to take on the castle. Oh, I am excited about that. In we go to our 2 Danish castles. Let's finish off today with victory then. And okay, let's start off with what should be the more simple little ploy. Captain Carl, it doesn't say we have a good chance, but Zygmunt, you are a hero here. We're going to be very, very grateful of your little part in this trap, but let's head on in. This is now becoming a bit of a careful game, actually. The Viking Raiders are running over here now, and okay, we kind of got them off the wall. That's the main thing. They're not going to come climb up just now. That might just give me the time I need to run my guys up the wall. No, not onto the ground. You're trying to take this. Thank you, sir. You need to let the general in, you fool. We need a gateway. Anyway, with that done then, the general's in. And with the general in, yes, good old Zygmunt is in the town, baby. And that should be very good indeed. Okay, so these lads, get yourselves in that position ASAP. And if they want to get involved with you, then we've got our cav to shoot them with the crossbows. Okay, looks like he's actually going to get some shots in. That's fine by me. You, sir, can deal with those scouts. If you want to be led out of the town by them, that's absolutely fine, actually, guys. So, yeah, run out of the city, run out of the city. You'll be fine. You've got your crossbows. You can shoot them down. They're not liking that at all, no. Absolutely not. They are very unhappy, and I am delighted with that situation. Now, these guys are actually going to come and meet the Lithuanians, which is not what we want to see, but this is where the general is going to be helpful once more. So let's go and get some support in. Nice and quick, sir, nice and quick. We've got some infantry help. So, yeah, you shoot into them as much as you can. And unfortunately, they are going to go onto that side. So I'm going to say, you want to run that way. You want to run that way. Don't know if they're following with the cav. They are following the cav. Okay, general, just charge over here. You get yourselves into him. You get yourselves into him, however you want to do it. I don't actually mind. I'm going to cause some chaos here. It's all a bit random now, but I think this is going to be genius. If you want to charge it, it's right there. Just intercept it. I think they'll break. They have broken. They've broken, and I think with that we'll be in an excellent position now because those scouts are in big, big trouble if they get themselves caught out too. But we're going to mop up these guys first. That should be easy enough. And the scouts are going to get shot down. They might come in for us. That's fine, because I think we'll break them pretty quickly, actually, if they want to be stupid enough to get in a fight with the general. So yeah, you come and fight me if you so wish, but I think Shaken, Flame and Arrow should just get this over the line. Come on. Come on. There we go. And he's wavering, not quite broken. Oh, it's so close. So close. These guys are going to come on in for the melee. I'm going to get the general to pull out to the Viking Raiders because I just want to make sure they're mopped up. Down goes their general. That should be the castle falling to us. Indeed it is. Zygmunt of Lublin. Oh, you magnificent bastard, you. Helsinki hath fallen. We will sack it because why not? We'll burn down the church because why indeed not? The Pope disapproves of me. That's hilarious. And alright, Viking Raiders at some point in the future. We're at minus 19,000 again. It's not quite enough, is it? Not quite. But, oh, I am happy about this. He likes to get merry. I don't blame you, lad. I don't blame you. He's a siege expert now. A little bit cheap. But we can take that. We can absolutely take it. Proving commander, I would certainly say so. And with quite a small skeleton force. Okay, that is an excellent first step. Good old Ziggy. But the key step now is in Yinghui, where unfortunately we lost it and we're going to have to take it back. We have 1 ram, 3 ladders. This could be painful, but we have 1 more than them. And we have some proper swordsmen, hopefully. Between them and the Viking Raiders, we have enough to chunk through them. Let's head into Prince Ragnavold, who is a drill master. So, hopefully, we'll be able to take him out. Let's head on in.
I have many terrible scars, but all of them were taken honorably in battle. Shortly, I may take another wound, if God wills it, for I do not intend to skulk in the manner of a Frenchman. That is of no account, though, for I mean to have victory wherever they may to my person. These scrofulous Danes are not fit enemies for you, men, but do not let pity weaken you. Cut them down when the time comes, and God will thank you for it. And at the last, look, do you want a fight? I could be raising a goblet or eight, don't you know?
Well, once again, a magnificent speech, or it's an interesting one, and I speak to you from the land of editing, where I, forgot to unmute the microphone after I did that for the speech. So, this was an interesting one, to be fair. We were going to do for the classic, get everyone around the sides, but, yes, they just ran out to go and charge my peasants, so we would send all of our magnificent heroes, whoever they are. I will tell you more about them later because we haven't really met them yet. We're just getting one every turn, so that is absolutely fine. Up on the walls, yeah, Viking Raiders chopping down peasants, and there are some of our North swordsmen taking on Spear Militia over here. We have a bit of support from the crossbows. Yes, they'd be doing very, very nicely indeed. We've got our good old friend Kingy out here taking us on. In fact, when I say taking us on, he does largely appear to be running through the unit. Yes, so yes, a big pile of spearmen just into him would be particularly good. I think what he's trying to do is get out to those crossbows, because if you do leave someone not climbing the walls, they do like to do that, and maybe that's something I should be abusing more often. On this particular occasion, to be honest, it's just a case of well, most of the unit getting trapped at the gateway trying to run through, because yes, if you look closely now, you'll see that the general is still there and he's not really doing any killing whatsoever. So yes, down he goes. And I forgot to turn the microphone on till now, but you've got the commentary as the general dies. Okay, yes, of course I would manage to cock that up. Nonetheless, he's dead now. That is lovely stuff. And with that, we have an open path to the plaza, I think. What's on the plaza? Just some scouts. Oh, yeah. Easy nation now. The Danes have fallen. I forgot to put the mic on for a key battle. Stupid Thomas. But we got a half-decent speech out of it, so fair enough, I suppose. I think we won basically won already, even if I suddenly turned the microphone off at a stupid time. But it's fine. You'll get an alternative commentary for over the top of that. Nonetheless, it's time to plough onto the plaza. Take care of whoever's left. If someone wants to die now, then you deserve to not live through the anarchy. This guy's heading straight on in, though. Fair enough, lad. But you know what? You know what, lads? Let's line it for a proper charge. Let's get a proper smash into them. So all units, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Let's get this guy to line up, and that'll all be fine. Okay. Let's give him a good old demolish at the end here. Grab our infantry. They can also line up for their own charge later. Come on, don't be shy. I think the ram's causing problems. Yes, indeed it is. So with the ram causing problems, we'll just get everyone else to line on up. They're not really letting us line up for this charge, are they? Okay, fine. We'll just run on the plaza and we'll just hack them down. Someone dies, then they kind of deserve it at this point. But what a strange battle. Marvellous victory. End of Denmark, and King Canoodle is now on our side, which is lovely. And I might rename some city after him. But Rescutorme. Oh yes, lovely work, sir. That is the end of the Danes. Down he goes. Oh yes, and it has taken 7 episodes, and this episode's probably a bit long because I just wanted to get there. But with that, sack the settlement and faction destroyed. Denmark have fallen, people. And with that, oh, marvellous, marvellous things. We picked up that lad who melted our chaps in the forest. That's fine. Picked up a random archer. But more importantly, King Canute. And he has big pile of units with him. Okay. Now, I think I need a moment, really, to have a little think about where we go now. Because we've captured a bit of land up here. We can now go and crush the Holy Roman Empire. At least in this part of the world. But they have more forces around. They have forces in Italy as well. I think what we really need to do is secure some of this. We are on the way right now to the Russian capital. They have, is it Smolensk, the other one? They do have one more city in here as well. But we have our forces over in Helsinki. We do need to go and deal with Stockholm again, though. So here's what we need to do. We need to do a little bit of scouting on that scenario first and foremost. Let's make sure we know what's going on over there. So we're going to get our scouts out. Only 2 units in there, which suggests that they're probably... Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of generals over here. They're sending their people over to come and attack us. So I'm going to need a plan for that as well. But with that done, we're in a pretty darn cocking good position. The likes of Prince John. Can we outmaneuver Prince John? Well, yes, I was going to say this is the next part. They've hired up all the mercs in the world by the looks of it. And if we're clever enough, we might just be able to keep them out and grab... This guy's joined us. Oh my. And if he's joined us, Nicaea joins us. That means it's just Constantinople. So. Denmark have fallen here today, but whilst there's more work to do with the Holy Roman Empire and we need to get the Poles, the Hungarians under control and Russia destroyed, oh yes, Byzantium are looking very, very vulnerable indeed. And this army can make its way round if we can just keep this army busy. So busyness is the name of the game. Plug up the gaps, draw them in away from their capital, and I think we might just have ourselves a new target. I do need to deal with this. Unfortunately, Alexandria is a problem. My plan might have changed for these lads who might take them a few turns to get their mind. But if no one else turns up in the meantime, that might have to be the way we do it. So, hope you will join me for that. For now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas. This is Nerds to Human. This has been the end of Denmark. Thank you, and tally-ho. Today we're going to go for particularly aggressive diplomacy. Oh yes, it worked. Kablamo! You were always going to die, Steve. Oh! My feudal knights! My crispy, crispy feudal knights! The ram's burning! Right at the death!